Just a reminder before today's programme that if you haven't seen the previous episode of the Ident Review Extra, you can check it out here on AMTV. And in that last episode, we took a look at the Halloween night's ident. And now, here on AMTV, get yourself on the sofa, get comfortable, get to that someone close that you love, because you're in for a night of love. Hello, and welcome to the Ident Review Extra, the spin-off show that takes a look at one individual ident each episode and gives it the review it deserves. And today we continue our marathon through the BBC2 idents of the 1990s.
Happy Valentine's Day.
And on the conveyor belt tonight, a selection of typical Valentine Day presents through the ages.
Today on our BBC2 journey, we're taking a look at an ident that was certainly very special indeed. On the eve of Valentine's Day 1993, viewers were treated to a night of love, an evening of programming about, well, love. Fitting then that on the eve of Valentine's, the BBC2 also developed a special ident to go along with this unique evening. So, for your viewing pleasure, I present A Night of Love.
But first, hot breath and cold print. Tall, dark, handsome strangers, petite blonde heroines, and prolific writers reveal the secrets behind a successful Mills and Boon romance.
Well, that certainly felt soothing. This is a gorgeous ident to watch in sequence. To see this bright red two emerge from the water, but seeing its reflection perfectly from a heart, one of the main symbols of love and Valentine's Day, is not only clever, but really visually appealing to the eye. It's quite fortuitous in a way that the design of the two logo also lends itself to the heart shape. Otherwise they may have had to find a better suited font, but we retain that sense of familiarity by it being the same shape. Oddly enough though, there is no presence of that distinctive aqua blue colour that we have become so associated with in this era for BBC2. Not that I think it's a bad thing, because by focusing on the red that stands out gorgeously against the lighter blue of the water, we as audience members really feel that sense of love due to the colour iconography. Red is the colour of love and lust after all.
In half an hour, the agony of unrequited love in Straight Through the Heart. But first...
The music in this sequence isn't much to ring home about, just some nice light sounds playing here and there, but I wouldn't argue that it's anything that you're going to be remembering or humming in your heads in days to come. But in terms of visuals, this is definitely one of the best of the special idents that BBC2 had during this era. The brilliant red striking out in the centre, the use of the heart iconography, the beautiful water rippling across the screen, it all creates a great air of calm, sereneness, peace, and I guess if you sat next to someone close, love. As you tune into what the continuity announcer proudly boasts as...
You are sharing a night of love on the eve of St. Valentine's with BBC2, the sensation station.
Yeah, not sure I ever want to hear that phrase used to describe BBC2 ever again. Unfortunately, A Night of Love would not be used again in later years to represent any love-based programming around the Valentine's Day period, which I honestly think is a great shame. Like with the Halloween night idents from 1992, had this one been used each year, at least for a couple of years, it really could have become strong in the mind of the viewer, and be one that is more talked about and remembered today. But even though it was on for one night only, A Night of Love still serves as a wonderful example of how an ident can encapsulate all of those warm, fuzzy feelings of love and joy, and somehow be able to represent them in a visual form. Hopefully, whether in the current curve era or beyond, perhaps we will see BBC2 debut a new version of A Night of Love, and if not, at least bring this one back out, for one last go on the airwaves. And so we've come to the end, but before we go, the final words from our broadcaster. That was the Ident Review Extra. We hope you enjoyed, and that you tune in next time. Keep an eye on the community tab and the Sunday catch-up for further news about this programme, as well as others here on AMTV. But until next time, have a good week, and we hope that you'll join us again soon. Good night.